Hey everyone, Mistik here, welcome back to the channel. The other day Graal released their Halloween quest that changes every year. This year it features an NPC scavenger hunt as well as a hint and maze section. In this video, I'm going to be going over each step in the quest and give a walkthrough allowing you guys to quickly complete the quest. I will also go over the rewards for the quest and give my opinion on whether it's worth doing. Let's get into it. The first part of the quest consists of 4 NPCs you will need to find. The second, third, and fourth NPCs will all give you a hint for a secret password you need to have to complete the second section of the quest. Starting off with the first NPC, you're going to want to make your way to the top right of the map, the Gangster Zone. If you walk around it, you will come across bubbles. Walking into these bubbles will send you flying halfway across the map. You will end up at an island that is unreachable by any other means. Here you'll talk to an NPC who will say, "Well, what is that I hear? You are ready to fear. Take a plunge into the sewer if you are the pursuer." The NPC will also go on to say that you will have to find which manhole. Luckily, I have that answer for you. As you may have gathered from the previous NPC's riddle, the second NPC is actually in the sewers. The easiest way to find him is to go to the middle north part of the map. The manhole you're looking for is near the gun repair shop and the Macus gun shop on your map. Just head down and you will instantly see the NPC. The NPC, when grabbed, will say, "So you found me, I'll give you a hint. The first password rhymes with Clint, so run along now, little one, the next hint belongs to a con." This NPC holds the first password as he states. It may not be as obvious, but the password is Flint. You may ask how we know that the word that rhymes with Clint is specifically Flint, but it will make more sense later on. The second NPC mentions that the third NPC is a con. This means that he is a criminal and is located in the prison. This is just to the left of the entrance to the main bridge in Southridge. Inside, you will go down some stairs and to the right, there you'll find a jail cell with an NPC. Inside, the NPC will say, "And yet again you seem to succeed, but for the final next word, you must proceed." That said, I'll give you the second. The password is steel, as in the metal. Then he goes on to explain the location of the fourth NPC. He says, "Down by the river, the next clue lies. Beware of his smell, surrounded by flies." Fourth NPC, I assume that this meant the sewer again. However, it just meant that the NPC is located near the river on the far west side of Northridge. If you explore that area, you'll quickly find the NPC. He will say, "You found me. Crack my riddle for the final password. The riddle is a spirited jig. It dances bright, banishing the darkest night. Give it food, it will live. Give it water, it will die." The password to this is actually pretty simple. It is just fire. The NPC will explain that you must take all 3 passwords and grab the sign in front of the fountain at the start area. Once you have gotten there, you'll be starting the second section of the quest. This section of the quest consists of a maze that is built up of 3 increasingly complicated parts. The first, after you grab the sign in front of the fountain, is just a dimly lit forest path you must traverse through. This is extremely simple and, to me, doesn't really count as a maze. Once you get through the trees, you'll find the second and arguably the beginning of the maze. You'll be tasked with traversing through a pitch-black cavern filled with monsters and dead ends. There are 3 rooms, and at the end of each, it requires the passwords from the previous section of the quest. The first password is Flint, the second is Steel, and the third is Fire. You will also be required to kill every monster in each room before being able to enter the password. These can be quite tedious and take a while to kill. Using your strongest and fastest melee is always recommended. If you die, you respawn in the same place, so don't worry about being killed. On a side note, I don't know if this holds true if you don't have death revive, so I recommend testing that out before venturing too far into the caverns. After you pass through the caves, you will end up in a box maze. You progress through by either walking left or right. When you do so, you're teleported to another box. If you guess right, you're teleported in the proper direction, and if you don't, you're either teleported back one or back to the start. It's a pretty simple maze, so I didn't bother testing whether it was the same for everyone. Realistically, it's easier to solve this maze than to memorize the steps off a video. Once you finish this maze, you'll be in a box with a broken piece of floor. By going through this, you'll fall through the space until you end up in the coveted rewards room. As for the rewards, you're given the choice between 4 different Halloween melees. They all deal 7 damage to my knowledge and are all untradeable. This means, although they are not useful to the player, they are still exclusive and rare to the people who finished the quest this year, as you cannot just trade for them. The 4 melees include the Banshee Sword, a Blue Dagger, a Pumpkin Axe, and a Nature Scythe. However, don't fret if you're not sure which one to choose. After you complete the quest, you can grab the sign in front of the portal again and complete the quest another 3 times to obtain every melee from the event. As for my opinion on this event, I'll keep it short. This is the kind of content that attracts new players to Graal, while also strengthening that addicting hold this game has on so many of the existing players. If anyone who's in charge of this game is watching, this is the kind of stuff we as players want to see. Actual playable content with rewards. If events like this are introduced in other holidays such as Christmas, Valentine's Day, and Easter, the game will benefit tremendously. Anyways, that's going to be it for this quest as well as for this video. Please, if you guys enjoyed the video or found it helpful, leave a like. It helps me out a bunch. Also, comment down below your thoughts on this event. Did you enjoy it? I'd love to hear it. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell to always be kept up to date on any happenings in Graal era. In the next few days, I'll be reviewing the new Halloween shop as well as be doing a should you buy type video about the more expensive items, so keep an eye out for that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.